anticipating some amount of risk, then you just didn't do your homework.
Yeah, the people don't understand. There's well, I shouldn't say people. There's some. They just don't.
Man, we've missed some good stuff here in a few minutes.
I know half the time the good stuff is off
It's
the
off
air. I'm
off
like,
the
let's
air.
get going
Like
and
now
talk
you're on the
about
air.
it
Oh
now.
yeah, we just covered like a lot of
we
ground.
lose a lot of good stuff. Yeah. All right, let's get this party started again.
What's up? We ready to go? Are we live? Are you running the intro again? Run the intro through there. Because I love the disco biscuits. They allow all their shows to be streamed. Stream their shows for free. And so as far as you guys listen to biscuits, disco biscuits. Like if you like jam shit.
Hell yeah.
Like you're sitting at that machine for a few hours and you're just like, we need some fresh music.
We're live.
Yeah, we're live here. Larry Reed's Man on Weed, and here we are on the September 7th edition. You remember the 7th, right?
Take two.
Take two. The grinder here. We're here with the wonderful Jeremy Deadman from the Paragon Extracts and a couple of his henchmen that are out there doing his dirty work out there for actually clean work. We just call it just good. We're just saying, that. We got Taylor and Cameron.
Yes,
Good
sir.
evening, gentlemen. How you
Welcome.
doing?
Us, man.
That's great. So we had a nice conversation. I'm grateful to finally meet you up close and personal.
Likewise.
We saw.
Been looking forward to it for a
Yeah,
while.
yeah. So scoot on in here a little bit into the mic and tell us a little bit more about what you do. It was a fascinating story.
So what I do is just basically capitalize off the labor of these guys.
Nice.
About a year ago, little less than a year ago, we decided to get into manufacturing because we had a dispensary in Newcastle, and we were just serving this small community, and there was a lot of people that we wanted to reach in the edges of the state. So we decided to make the jump and go wholesale. Geared up and didn't know what we were doing at all. And so we were sitting there with a lab full of equipment, no idea, how to run it, and got some good people in there to show us, give us some insight about it, and then just kind of took off from there. We're full service, so we start with extraction. We're not just an infusion lab. It starts from the raw flower or trim or whatever, and then we run it through into our crude oil, basically break down the chemical composition and reorient it into more effective combinations. So our flagship product is our tinctures, and we have a 10-to-1, 4-to-1, 1-to-1. Those are CBD to THC ratios. And so not everyone wants to jump straight into THC, and that's a fact a lot of people have overlooked. And so we just kind of pump the brakes on it, and we want to, pediatrics don't need extreme THC content without something to offset it, some CBD to offset it.
So you go for more of the entourage effect.
Yeah,
that's what they talked about, where you have a little THC to just kind of unlock the key to the whole cannabinoid spectrum.
That's so interesting that you said the key, because it really is. I mean, you need THC in your medicine because once the THC gets into your system, the CBD interacts with you a lot differently. The CBG, the CBN, all of these things start interacting with your body a little differently. And so that's what we focused on, is kind of dialing that in. And natural medicine's always interested me, but we want to add a level of scientific precision to that, because that's an area that natural medicine's been lacking for a while.
And you guys are BHOers.
Yeah.
Which is the hydrocarbon, which is...
Man, it gets demonized.
It does. It does, but it's actually the most flexible way to extract cannabis, and it leaves you with so many different options to make so many different products.
Yeah. So I mean, butane's a big part of our atmosphere. It's not something that's foreign to our bodies, and the concentrations that are left, if anything, in our products are not detectable by modern machines. So we're pretty confident to say that our product's safe. And butane gets a bad rap, but it really is one of the cleanest, most efficient methods of extraction there is. The reason for that is because the boiling point of butane is so low that the actual plant matter can stay at a very, very cold temperature while we're, throughout the whole process. So we don't, introduce thermal degradation or disrupt the chemistry of the plant while we're extracting it. It's really important to kind of safeguard the whole essence of the plant because it grows, that way for a reason.
Right. And then the terpenes are all in there. You can de-wax it. You can go ahead and do all kinds of stuff. And you guys are making diamonds over there, or you focus on tinctures, right? Because
we've made a little bit of diamonds.
Well, everybody's got to experiment, right? You gotta see.
We dabble.
Dabble.
Yeah,
right?
we've got some nice
pretty
diamonds, but it's not
diamonds,
anything that we're gonna do for a commercial line. I don't
Right.
think. It's just
Say we
not
did it.
not where our head's at. We just want to know if we can.
Right, and even they're even making some more of that, and because once you learn how to make diamonds, you can still do all kinds of different other stuff. Start making crystalline and all kinds of things like that.
Yeah. So one of the main things and the simplest thing that we can do is just take the entire chemical essence of the plant and extract it in its entirety, and we make full extract cannabis oil. This is one of the most truly medicinal ways to consume the product. And so there's a big a lot of people that have seen improvement with cancer diagnosis. And so we started a program about the end of March, beginning of April, called Operation Zero, where we're taking donations from growers and processing them for free and distributing those to dispensaries around the state for a penny each, a penny a gram.
And here's we go to the website. You on the
No,
just on Facebook?
yeah, just on Facebook, Operation Zero.
Now, how are you able to do that? Are you a nonprofit?
Well, we're trying to file for our nonprofit for our 501c3 right now. But that company, since it can't touch cannabis because it's a federal designation,
Right.
that company is just going to be people outside of our family, our company, to kind of provide some level of transparency because we're taking donations. We're in kind of a compromised or conflict of interest with also having a commercial line.
Gotcha.
So we want to provide some kind of transparency. So that's what the 501c3 will do, is to gather funding for packaging, things like that. Work with people who want to make donations and get tax benefit from it, and to oversee the whole thing, make sure there's no funny business.
Gotcha. So how do they take care of that on the grower standpoint when they donate that, as far
Well,
as the
it's not
laws go and stuff
necessarily.
like that?
Yeah, it's not necessarily a donation.
Okay.
It's just a very cheap sale.
Okay, gotcha. Still, regardless, I mean, the fact that you're able to do it, I know that I know a ton of people that have been effective and have been able to utilize your services that
Yeah.
have, it's changed their life and helped them. So,
And it really
kudos to
brings
you
everyone
guys,
together.
and that's a great,
That's what we're here
product.
for. Yeah, I mean,
Because me doing the chronic docs, I'm dealing with people all the time, and I'll have people that'll call in, and they have cancer, and I'm always telling them, hey, you got to find a place that's got it, because at half the time they don't even know about RSO or FICO, because just like most people just think you can just smoke it, for the most part, and so I know I'm always referring people. I'm like, you got to find someone that's got this program in their dispensary. So, and I know there was a list going around a while back. Is there an actual list that you just
there
put
is.
together?
The problem is there's never enough to go around. When you're
Right.
dealing with an important medicine like this, and it's a penny a gram, there's obviously never going to be enough to go around. So people are always out of stock on it. So the list is not as effective as we'd like it to be.
What about a patient who is growing their six, and they have cancer? Are they able to bring you their own flower?
I wish that we could do it like that. Unfortunately, the way that the laws are written, that's not allowable.
Okay.
We are trying to push for some legal changes and some regulatory changes to allow for that, because at the end of the day, if you're allowed to grow so many plants and you end up with an overage, where is that going to go? Especially, where is it going to go if you're somebody who's financially burdened by a serious or terminal diagnosis?
Right.
And you've got a valuable commodity sitting on your kitchen table, and they're telling you to burn it or
You can't help.
compost
Yeah,
it.
telling you
do
you
that.
can't
Yeah,
help.
Which makes
yeah.
no sense.
Process it. That's what the law says is anything over 8 ounces you have to process.
Right. Well, there's not a lot of people doing patient processing. We are, but and it's not very cost effective because I have to shut down.
Yeah,
You know?
no, they don't have enough to really process. You like
There's
your minimum
minimums.
10-pound. What's your columns? What's your
Mine's
smallest tube?
2 pounds.
2-pound tubes.
Yeah.
So, well, maybe you get a good run out of that.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
if you got a
some-
good bud.
Yeah, some.
Yeah.
We will do it for patients, but it's just we will do it for free for cancer patients. Anything else is people usually aren't happy with the price that we tell them, and that's just what it takes to shut our lab down. That's what it costs us.
Right.
Right.
So
And I think one of the things that on the home grows and all that, which will end up becoming more and more popular, is they'll figure out how to do their own little rosin pressing and things like that you can go ahead and,
yeah,
and
that
process
that
at the house.
education.
Right? Everybody, if you can understand how it's made and then go ahead and process your couple extra pounds, maybe you can donate it to somebody or something. But I think that's a great idea on what do you do with all the extra? Because you're going to be able to have so much extra.
That would allow us to actually have a good supply of material. Right now, we're relying on a few growers that have been donating here and there. But if we could get patients to donate legally, then that would really allow us to maybe even expand into some other terminal illnesses and start taking care of some other people other than just cancer patients.
Yeah.
Right. Because there's certainly plenty of ailments and
There's so much need.
IBS and
Crohn's.
colitis and all kinds of stuff like
I had
that.
no idea the
Crohn's.
kind of need that there was for
Yeah.
this medicine until we started making it, and then now people are beating our door down, and it's a terrible thing to have to tell someone with cancer,
I can't help you right now.
I can't, we've done everything we can. If we want to stay in business and if we want to help people for a long-term plan, then we have to have some kind of self-preservation. Otherwise, we can help a couple of dozen and be
Right. Be done with.
be done.
So it's. Do you accept other extractors? Will you?
Yeah,
will you go
absolutely.
through-
We want to get other extractors on board. Unfortunately, like I was talking earlier about the transparency and the compromising position, that's something that we got to be very careful about how we go about, because we don't want to just be handing people pounds that have been donated for cancer patients unless we're really comfortable or have some kind of serious oversight.
Right. Right. Well, it's a great thing. Most weeders are really generous and
Most are, but
altruistic.
some aren't.
There's some, right? There always needs to be that kind of thing. And then same thing with the growers and all that kind of stuff. It's along the same way. If there was some certain way you could get a checklist and to get it certified, have it tested, because that's the other thing is you got to have everybody's stuff tested before you
Yeah,
run it.
that's
That's
another
awesome.
expense that we do fundraisers. Toki Land Entertainment. If
Sure.
you're familiar.
Shout out to
they're-
Toki.
Yeah,
Toki
Toki
Tees.
and Sam Richardson. They're helping us raise some funds to pay for things like testing, packaging, because we can't just have donations. There's a lot more expense that
Yeah,
goes into this
especially.
besides the biomass.
Right. Right. It takes a village, and so everybody brings a little bit of what they have to the table, and it all hopefully works out in the end. Now, the thing that I always kind of wondered was, how about strain specificity? I guess that's a really fucking word.
Yeah, so we're, when we're dealing with FICO, that's not something that we give a lot of attention to. We do try to preserve terpenes, but, sometimes we have to purify it a little bit, and we'll
And
lose
using
some.
ethanol wash or
We use
how you do?
we use ethanol wash. We very careful to get all residuals out of it before it goes, anywhere else. Sometimes we'll even, distill off any kind of. We'll use our distillation unit to just make.
Dude, you guys
final.
are teching out.
Oh
over
yeah,
there.
man!
That's
This is
We're
trying.
It's a
Yeah.
real deal.
It's been a learning curve over the last year for sure.
Because I ate 112 grams of RSO. I shattered my femur.
You ate 112 grams
Wow.
of RSO. Okay, folks, there you have it. You cannot die from
Yeah.
cannabis.
Not at once. Not at once.
Oh,
It took-
I'm
it
like,
took me
You
man.
might think you're gonna die, but
Yeah.
It took me 67 days, so I was averaging about
Okay.
1.3 grams a day,
Okay.
Good.
and it.
Still.
That's a
and
lot.
ethanol- oh yeah, it was.
still
I
a
never,
lot,
I'd
yeah.
never been psychedelic on cannabis until that point,
That'll do it.
and then
Yes.
that was like, I would slap on Dark Side of the Moon and lay in my hospital bed and just be like walking in the universe on the edge of
Yes.
a razor blade and shit like that. It was just,
Hey, are those lyrics?
Right.
Are those lyrics?
yeah, well,
Yeah, they're in their
at
songs.
some,
Yeah.
no, at some point it was, and it was freaky. But I still have the bottles of the pills that I just leave on the shelf to be like, I never ate those.
That's
And
awesome.
that kind of
yeah.
stuff. I will say that ibuprofen in combination, and I think that's really what it is if cannabis is such a great medicine that there's other great medicines too, that when we stack them,
Yeah.
that it creates, not only the entourage effect for cannabis, but for everything. And so when I would take the ibuprofen, my swelling my knee, instead of being grapefruit, would be like orange.
Mm-hmm.
And it would just be, and then once you got off it, once it was out of your system, and it was just with the between the cannabinoids and the. I also found out that if you eat an emulsifier, for my metabolism, about 90 minutes after eating the RSO,
Yeah.
it'll give you a turbo.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If any way that you can bond it with fats,
Yeah.
fats bond to your body really well, and so that just helps it absorb into your system so much better. I guess that's exactly what an emulsifier is.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was like, so I had to back out of the 1300 because it was just too much. Every night I
Yeah.
thought I was going to have a heart attack. Like, I'd be that guy, I had the phone ready. I'm going to call because I'm going to die here pretty soon.
Yeah.
And then it was always go back Dark Side of the Moon. Just be there. Because I'm a belly sleeper and I had to lay on my back. And so there's another whole mental
Man, that
mind.
that is a pretty good segue into another point that I wanted to make. That these people who are trying this for the first time now that it's legal, people who have never broken the law in their life and they're trying it for the first time now that it's legal, and they walk into a dispensary and they got some bud tender in there. Yeah, bro, this is the fire. You gotta try this, and they send them away with like some 30% or 28% bud or some 80% concentrate or God forbid diamonds, and they have the worst experience of their life.
Yeah.
They never come back to it again. They're terrified of it, don't want anything to do with it. It could have
too
saved their life, but
Yeah.
somebody didn't do their job right.
Right.
Didn't
And
ask
so
the
that's
question,
why
have you
we-
smoked before?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, like me, I'm a 5 milligrammer.
Yeah. The 5 milligrams nice sometimes.
I just-
I mean,
It does. It take the edge off of you.
Yeah.
Like even for me there, Miss
Yeah.
Chronic, I went to a concert and I might have had some other stuff going on with me, and so I just needed to cut the edge off a little bit, and I hit 10 milligrams of a gummy, ate a gummy and all that, and I would normally go to. I had been known to, in my previous world, go to chewing on a little bit benzodiazepine. And so instead of chewing on that, I started hitting the gummy, and boom, I got no mental shit going on the next day about, man, my life, man, it's all good.
Yeah.
It's just
all is well.
glorious. Yeah,
All is well.
It's glorious, and that is a great piece of information to give out there. Is everybody goes slow because it's different between smoking it Delta 9,
Yeah,
and then
eating
ingesting it.
It's 11
Tetra-
hydroxy.
that's it.
It's way.
And
different.
everybody's different, You never.
Everybody.
It's a whole different compound once it gets metabolized by your liver.
Yes, it is. It's a whole new ball game.
Yeah.
That's the because I don't eat it on a regular, and everybody that knows me knows like you motherfucker smoking from the time he wakes up to the time he goes to sleep, and like eating. I'm like, whoa, Whoa, that's now you're talking
Yeah.
about drugs.
Yeah.
Now that's like whoa.
Yep.
So that's awesome. Operation Zero. Anybody wants to get involved, you can get a hold of them at Paragon.
Yeah, or email us at operationzeroprofit@gmail.com. You can reach out to us on Facebook. Operation Zero is a group. Just request to join. We'll review and approve you. We're looking for growers primarily, but dispensaries, if you want to get involved and get some of this on your shelf, we certainly can't get it to people without you. We need good dispensaries that we can trust, that aren't going to let their buddies come in there and get it for a penny.
So we're looking to help people, heal people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, if you guys don't have anything else for me,
We appreciate you coming on.
I
and we
appreciate
look
you
forward
guys
to-
having me on. It's
Yeah.
been a good time, chatting. We've had some good conversations since we showed up a couple hours ago.
Yeah. That's
Well,
kinda-
this is the first time. You're more than welcome to come back at
Yeah,
any time.
I'll be
Yeah.
back for
If
sure.
you have any drops or anything like that are
Interestingly enough, Taylor, what was your extraction experience before?
We were actually talking about that. It was open. I glass tube, shoved
Right.
a couple ounces in the tube. I didn't really know what I was doing at the time. I had a neighbor who told me, hey, this is how it's done. If you want to try it out, make sure you have enough weed because it's like a 10-to-1 ratio. So I'm like, okay, so bought a big box of butane, a glass tube, bought some weed, and my shatter tasted like shit. But it got you high. So
Did you sun purge it? Was it sun purged, or did you actually have an
I
oven?
threw it
or-
on an oven.
There you go. That real safe.
Do not try at home.
Yeah,
Do not try at home.
But yeah, so that was my first experience, and through on, as I did it.
He's a lot better now.
Yeah, a lot better now.
He got in the lab around some legitimate equipment, and dude, just wheels started turning. You could see the sparks flying, and the prodigy right here. This guy's gonna win some cups.
Hopefully, yeah.
There you go. Did you guys enter? Were you in any of the cup?
We were actually so we do construction also, and we were actually out on a runway doing asphalt work during the whole 3-day window they gave us to submit our products.
3 days.
3 days. They're like, okay, get them in, stop, and we're. Unfortunately,
But that's
we
not
have
what
jobs.
you're about anyway.
Well, that's
No,
okay.
no,
That's,
it's not. But
That's
it'd be
okay. You get to go to the Harvest Fest.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we're going to
Right.
Harvest Fest.
I think
That's right. October 4th and 5th.
Yes.
Down there in Spavinaw, and you can go check them out at copperheadrallyrun.com. Is that
Yeah.
the Copperhead Rally? We got it back there somewhere. Harvest Fest. Go on Instagram. The whole 9 yards there. There's
That's
a
gonna be a
shot
lot of
the
fun.
Yeah, we're
overhead.
going. It's gonna be a lot of
Great.
fun, I
Yeah.
bet.
Yeah, these guys are going to be playing music. They're going to be playing a live show. Actually, they're about to get on here and play a live show.
That's
for
what I
you
was going to
guys.
say. The here we go. We're driving down the road here in Spavinaw.
Hang on, I'm going to go in this dispensary real quick.
Yeah, right.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. So how did you guys like you guys are cooking it up in a hot box over
Yeah.
there, and you're also musicians and you
Yeah.
hang out and play music. And
I'd seen Harvest Fest on Facebook, and I'm pretty active in trying to find slots for me and him to go and perform and stuff. And being around cannabis in the industry is the best place to do it.
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
So I asked him if they needed performers, and she responded and said they wouldn't mind putting us out there and getting us a booth out there in the.
Yeah.
Cool. We all
Yeah,
ready?
thank you
y'all
for that.
ready to?
Yeah, Christy,
Make it go?
Austin.
Yes. Yeah.
We're ready
Out
whenever
there.
you guys are.
Well, thank you for coming on.
Oh,
wanna
thank you
scoot
guys.
out?
Reach out to us. We got a Facebook page, but it's not it's a private page. It's called Paragon OK. Reach out and friend us on there to stay up to date with new products coming out. And thank you guys for having us.
That's it. You guys also do a wonderful job. Look at those extracts at the top. That's your work there. That's
No, unfortunately,
better.
that's a stock image. Ours is much
outta
ours is
here.
much better. If you want to go down to actually go to the photos real quick.
why would you do that?
I made it like 8 months
was
ago,
doing it
man.
fast, Larry.
The lab wasn't even set
gotta
up yet.
get it up
Actually,
there.
click on that one on the left, top left of the
And I was being like some
There you go.
some dude from Philly being
Yeah,
like,
that's-
"Yo, right, that's your stuff," and you're like,
stuff,
"No."
Yeah, no. I need to get that off of there. That, that was put on there a long time
Great,
ago.
man. Oh, that's Clementine, huh?
Oh, the
Yeah.
Clementine
Oh
people.
my goodness.
That was a big product. that we had.
And you can find this in dispensaries. You're on Weed Maps, Leafly, all that kind of stuff.
You can find us in dispensaries. We're not too concentrated in the metro. We're really focusing on serving the underserved. So we're more in the northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest.
It's like Gandhi extracts over there, man. You guys walking around, you guys wearing shoes and shit? Wow, that's pretty awesome. So there you go. Look for Paragon extracts out there, done by the wonderful folks at Taylor and Cameron.
Yeah.
Doing the cooking
so
over
much for
there.
having
Not only
us,
going to
man.
cook some awesome stuff over there, but they're also going to cook here on the microphones.
Yeah.
Try.
That's going
Yeah,
to.
we're gonna try.
And it's $20. You're going to see a bunch of
Yes.
great musicians out there. Harvest Fest, October 4th and 5th. Anybody in the Oklahoma City area that we're thinking about getting a bus.
Possibly.
Jumping on a bus, Gus.
We're bringing an RV.
Bringing an RV. But I'm talking about like cruise bus. Like,
Oh yeah, big
Charter
smoke bus.
bus.
Charter bus. Yeah, no
64
no one with
passenger.
flashing lights on.
Yeah,
it.
no.
No school bus action. So what do you guys, how long you guys been playing music together?
Oh, many years.
I've been playing for about, let's say about 15 years.
15 years, huh?
Yeah. I started about when I was 13. I'm 28 right now. And then I usually do country or rock and roll is what I used to do. But then Taylor here, he's goes by Epidemic, Outrage, and he does this hip hop thing, and I like to collaborate with him, And I just love music, so I always think like, why be tied down by one genre when you can make everything. So.
Where did we see this?
multiple
Now,
things.
I don't really know this, but I just saying this to be hip, but Post Malone, Travis Scott, and Ozzy Osbourne just released one yesterday.
I didn't know that.
That's
You know
crazy.
that?
I didn't
But
know
yeah,
that.
That's crazy.
It's got to be the worst song I
Wow.
ever heard in my life.
Yeah,
but
right.
like, it's horrible. Like,
Ozzy's gonna live longer than anybody, dude.
Like, I'm
so.
like Ozzy, like
Yeah.
He
That
can't
was
talk at all,
horrible.
but he
That
still
was
got
terrible.
it.
Yeah.
That was Sweet Leaf there.
So tell us a little bit about the song that you're going to sing tonight.
The name of this song is called Cry. We actually started writing this song about a little over a year ago, and its main focus is for people with suicidal tendencies and thoughts, and people that have opioid problems and addiction problems, anything, any
Which
issues
is
that you
huge
come
here
to.
in our
yeah.
state.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So, but yeah, we haven't even recorded this song yet. This is a brand
So
new
yeah,
song.
this is one that's not on Apple Music right now.
Yes,
so
no.
you're gonna
So
get
you're
to
going to
hear
get it
fresh.
live here with the
There you go,
grinder.
and then we'll do the other one because you are a published crew here that
yeah,
you're on the worldwide music web. Really, that's the way music is distributed these days. As you know, there's no Sam Goody or anybody like that anymore out there, and they can find all your stuff on.
You can find it on YouTube. We actually have a single release called No Breaks, and you can find it on Apple, iTunes, Amazon, Spotify,
yeah.
pretty much everywhere.
Every streaming place, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that BRAKES or BREAKS?
It's BRAKES.
Yeah, no breaks.
Breaks,
Yeah.
like your car brakes.
Yeah. So yeah, we have that going on, and I actually have 9 singles released worldwide.
Yeah, man, that's awesome,
Yeah.
dude.
So, but that was actually our first one together. We actually started doing music together about 6 years ago when we were homeless. I'd just gotten out of the Army, and we met at a party one night, and the story is crazy actually how we met, but I won't go into it right now. But he actually
well, if it's good, dude, like we're looking
all right.
for people to watch.
Yeah, okay,
you know,
okay.
like-
I got you. Yeah. So,
He's like, give me the juicy stuff.
so really, my family's from Del City, and I have a very crazy ass family. So we ended up getting a little bit of a family war. My dad and mom were like, "We're taking you the hell out of here, and we're taking you down to Newcastle. You're going to school where your dad went to school." So that's what ended up happening. And I grew up with my uncle, he's the same age as me. He's only a few months older than me. And when we split up at a young age, his name was Craig Colosso. Craig met Cameron in high school, and I never met Cameron, didn't know who he was or nothing. And he was smoking weed with him in high school
When
in
I
my
was, like,
grandma's
16.
barn, in the backyard, getting yelled at by my grandma and shit. So I leave when I'm 17. I go to combat. I come back. I get out in 2013, and I come to this little party. I'm working at Logan's Roadhouse, making like $50 a day, barely getting by, and I'm just trying to get drunk, really. I didn't really care about nothing else at the time. That was my problem. And he comes over. We didn't really like each other at first, you know. So I'm drinking, and I got my shirt off, and we're in the kitchen.
Said, who's this loud dude?
Yeah. He looks back and he sees my uncle's name on my back because I have his name tattooed on my back. And he's like, how the hell do you know Craig Colosso? And I look back at him, I'm like, how the hell do you know Craig Colosso? You know, it's kind of like, it's my blood, you know what I mean? And it was his best friend at the time. So after that, we clicked and raised tons of hell together. I mean, fists of
Yeah,
Jack.
he
in
actually
hotel
passed
rooms
away. And he
making
got a
music.
tattoo of him
Yeah,
on his back.
he was murdered when he was 17 years old. And, yeah, Craig was, and that's
in
actually
peace,
the
Craig.
craziest part about the story is we meet years later after he was murdered, and he was actually murdered over marijuana, which is crazy.
So we started writing music together a lot, and then, man, now we make medicine.
Yeah, and now it's
fucking crazy.
Now it's a whole nother world. So,
I love weed.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
yes,
It changed everything.
yeah,
man.
it did.
Wow.
And so here we are now. But yeah, this song is focused for our combat veterans and things like that. People who've been through some shit. So
Yeah. We're looking forward to it.
all right.
There you go. Let her rip.
All right, man.
I feel like I'm losing this fight, and something inside me's not right. My heart and my mind's not aligned, and I feel like I wanna cry. I feel like I'm losing this fight, and something inside me's not right. My heart and my mind's not aligned, and I feel like I wanna cry. I feel like I do. Feel like I don't know the person I used to be. Feel like I don't believe. Tired of rolling up my sleeves for something that only between. Is this the meaning of real? Is this how I'm supposed to feel? Is my fate already been sealed? Is this what everyone really wants to cover up how they feel? And go pop a couple. Sorry, my bad.
That was kind of warmed up to
Can
it.
we retake it? We didn't.
Yeah, can we redo that?
We've been sitting for 2 hours. Can we run it back?
Just do it from the,
Sit
do it
right
from the top.
I feel like I'm losing this fight, and something inside me's not right. My heart and my mind's not aligned, and I feel like I wanna cry. I feel like I'm losing this fight, and something inside me's not right. My heart and my mind's not aligned, and I feel like I wanna cry. I feel like I don't know the person I used to be. Feel like I don't believe. Tired of rolling up my sleeves for something that only brings grief. Is this the true meaning of real? Is this how I'm supposed to feel? Has my fate already been sealed? Is this what everyone really wants to cover up how they feel? Then fuck it, then pop a couple of pills. Unfortunately, I'm fighting myself, and I'm on the losing side. And everyone telling me I'll be alright, but they don't know who I'm inside. They don't know something's not right. I got a thorn in my side. I need a light, I need a sign, cause all around me is darkness and night. But it's okay, I'll probably figure it out someday. I'm probably gonna have to find a new way. I know I still got so much left to say. I know I'm still on this ride, but sometimes I wanna get out and run away. Deep down I know that I'm afraid. Deep down I know I'm ashamed. I feel like I'm far away. Feel like I'm running out of days and not worried about saving face. I just want a place for me to be safe. I just wanna be far away. But I know it all takes time, and I'ma give it all of mine, and I ain't even gonna lie. I don't really wanna say goodbye, cause I really think it's only gonna make me cry. I feel like I'm losing this fight, and something inside me's not right. My heart and my mind's not aligned, and I feel like I wanna cry. I feel like I'm losing this fight, and something inside me's not right. My heart and my mind's not aligned, and I feel like I wanna cry. I know that I'm losing my sight, and something inside me's not right. My heart and my mind's not aligned. See, I'm dying while I'm trying to fight. I'm just trying to paint a bigger picture here. I just want to make the pain disappear. I just want to feel like I'm needed here, but I don't know what I'm doing. No, I don't. Yes, I do. Maybe then I'll make it through. Rolling the way that I'm living, the places I've been in, the pain that I've seen, and the things that I'll do. I was only 17 when I ran away. Hit the road to try to find myself a better way. I was married and divorced. Soon as I came back home from war, I found myself down in a hole that I could never stay. Yeah, running away, wondering why, living in fear as I'm wanting to die, holding my head when I don't feel alive, hoping to God I can make it alright. Rain on my man. Mixes of tears, holding them back and I have been for years, living in fear, wondering why, keeping my head up, I don't wanna cry. I feel like I'm losing this fight, and something inside me's not right. My heart and my mind's not aligned, and I feel like I wanna cry. I feel like I'm losing this fight, and something inside me's not right. My heart and my mind's not aligned, and I feel like I wanna cry. I know that I'm losing this fight, and something inside me's not right. My heart and my mind's not aligned, and I feel like I wanna cry, and I cry. It was a total bang.
That was kind of a fuck up.
I'm sorry. It'll be, I promise we're gonna practice. This is proof right here, we gotta practice. We practice.
Hey man, that's real, dude.
Alright, can we play No Breaks for you guys? Something more uplifting real quick?
We'll do the one that we got on Apple
we won't
Music.
mess this one up because we do this a lot.
We'll try.
That's a brand new song, so. Alright.
So you can get this song on Apple Music. It's called No Breaks.
This one's good.
I know I gotta put the work in, 'cause one day it'll be worth it. I know I gotta do what it takes to keep going, gotta keep the wheels rolling, no brakes. I know I gotta put the work in, 'cause one day it'll be worth it. I know I gotta do what it takes to keep going, gotta keep the wheels rolling, no brakes. Hey, find me a purpose, I'm worth it, I'm working, yo, I deserve it. I'm making moves, yo, I'm certain, open the curtains, throw that money to my homies, to my family and the fans. We out here stretching money, making honey in the bands. Never start no trouble when they realize who I am. No, I will never take an L when I'm doing the best I can, yeah. It's like the brake lines cut at 130. I ain't swerving, bout to Men in Black, click the button, I'm wall turning. Fast passing this traffic, I gotta keep learning. I got my head up in the clouds, but I stay earning. Face cracking, the skull fragments and fake slurring. O'Connor and Don Toretto, we got the streets burning. I know I gotta put the work in, 'cause one day it'll be worth it. I know I gotta do what it takes to keep going, gotta keep them wheels rolling, no brakes. I know I gotta put the work in, 'cause one day it'll be worth it. I know I gotta do what it takes to keep going, gotta keep them wheels rolling, no brakes. Hey, it's your man Big Cam out here to kill it and going non-stop to the top. I think we broke the ceiling again. That's what you gotta do when you're chasing what's true to you, to get exactly what you deserve in the end. I'm just saying you gotta do a little bit more than praying to keep the wolves at bay for a couple of days. Get yourself straight, tell me right now if you can look yourself in the face and not feel ashamed that you gave up on a dream that could have changed everything. Quit playing yourself, stay focused, don't give up on the game. Stay in the fast lane and do everything it takes. Keep your foot on the gas, don't stop for nothing, no brakes. I know I gotta put the work in, 'cause one day it'll be worth it. I know I gotta do what it takes to keep going, gotta keep them wheels rolling, no brakes. I know I gotta put the work in, 'cause one day it'll be worth it. I know I gotta do what it takes to keep going, gotta keep them wheels rolling, no brakes. I know I gotta put the work in, 'cause one day it'll be worth it. I know I gotta do what it takes to keep going, gotta keep them wheels rolling, no brakes. That's better.
That's my song.
No brakes.
That's my theme song right there.
That's like our theme song at work. Where's Jeremy at? He didn't hear that, right?
I promise we'll be better prepared.
Don't hit me.
Thank you.
Hey.
Dang, now I'm never gonna get a raise.
That's freaking unbelievable.
We appreciate
Well,
it.
thank you guys so much for letting us ruin a new song.
If you, yeah.
So-
Yeah, no, that's totally overgrown. And there you go. They're going to be appearing at Harvest Fest coming up October 4th and 5th, promoting education awareness for the medical cannabis community. It's $20. Definitely come check them out at the
Harvest Fest.
Harvest
The Harvest
Fest.
Yeah,
That's
man.
the-
It's gonna be awesome.
had it all
Heck
done
yeah.
that way. And so that's about it. You guys got any shout outs to anybody? We can listen to your music on
Shout out to
iTunes.
Paragon Extracts,
Yeah.
man.
Paragon
Jeremy just-
OK on Facebook and Operation Zero.
Operation
Please
Zero,
come
yeah.
support. The more, the merrier. Like growers.
And
Please.
shout out Harvest Fest. We hope everybody goes out there and sees it. See you guys next month, man.
That's
Yeah.
it.
It's gonna be fun. Come out and smoke us out.
Word out there. Thank you so much for performing. It was fucking awesome.
Thank you, man.
Thank you guys for having us,
Thank
man.
you for having us.
Music,
for sure.
music is the universal language.
I know,
So
yeah, for
that's
sure.
and just some great songs, some great lyrics written from the heart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some great, great
Thank you
songs.
guys.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm sure you all cried over that songs a few times, and that's the beautiful thing about the emotion that it evokes and creates
Yeah.
such a beautiful time and space. So, thank you again. Thank
Yeah.
you so
Yeah,
much.
man. Thank you guys so much for having us.
It's Chronic.
Hey, until next, I'm going to be out on vacation next week, so y'all hold it down. Haha, it's my turn.
There you go.
later.
Everybody go check out Ready Medi Meals.
Yes, go check out Ready Medi Meals.
Can we still do doctors? Is
Yep.
Chronic Docs open when
It'll
you're
still
out
be gone.
of town?
Yep, it'll still be
Still
going.
be here. 866-405-WEED for your, and what's the rate these days going on in the Chronic Docs world?
It's $75 right now.
Seven-
We will be having another $25 special, but right now it's $75.
Did you get a final count yet? 1,500? How many patients to do?
It was pretty close to that.
1,500 over the last weekend. There you go. We
Yeah.
need more patients, everybody.
Go
You
support
know,
your local Oklahoma businesses.
they'll go support your local Oklahoma businesses. Take your friend over, get them a recommendation, get them a card,
There
get
you
everybody
go.
needs it. More and more out there. We need everybody.
The 14th,
The-
actually,
the-
we'll have a $25 drive again on
14th?
the 14th. Yep,
The most important patient is the next patient.
that's
That's
right.
right. We're just trying to
So-
help the world see reason.
That's it.
Yep.
So,
Thank you guys.
All right. Yes.
thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
Christian Davis, there you go. Everybody follow him on Facebook. Hit him up, CD. Thank you so much. Working the ones and twos out there. Shout out to anybody you got there. What do you got? He's good to go. There you go. Shout out to his mom and dad. Same with me. And shout out to my mom and dad. Thank you for everybody for coming in there. Definitely go check out Harvest Fest. It's going to be just a grand old time. Christy, Austin, Travis, Taylor, Cameron, everybody, ladies, gentlemen, CD, Miss Chronic, my mom and dad who made this all possible. Thank you so much for watching The Grinder, September 7th edition,
See you in 2
2019.
weeks.
Peace.